Day to remember for the Caribbean. We remember Karani James in 2012 with Grenada. Now the Windward Island nations have an opportunity to cheer. St. Lucia, from Beausejour to Babanu, is smiling right now with Julian Alfred. And so is Dominica from Russell to Portsmouth as they also get their first ever Olympic medal. Welcome back to Untracked, folks. As you can see, we have a very distinguished panel joining us. We have Javon Williams here with us today, none other than Jeff, and we're also joined by Demar, two track and field experts to break down the day. Gentlemen, how are you both doing? How has your day been? And how is everything so far, especially after today? Demar, let me start with you. How are you?
Uh, Doing okay, Um, Still reeling from the news from the women's event earlier, but so far it has not been a bad Olympic Games for Jamaica and in general the Caribbean.
Indeed. Jeff, before we get into to Shelley, before we get into the medals, how are you?
Yeah, all is well, I need a little rest this morning. I missed the 100-meter heats live. So like literally I had it on my phone at 4 o'clock, and right after the fall start I fell asleep. I was holding it, trying to watch, and I was there. If it started on time, I
Hmm.
would have seen it. But after the fall start, God, I just woke up and watched it after. But yeah, we'll just need some rest.
All right. Yeah, fair. And after the show, certainly we can prepare for tomorrow. Demar, let me start with you. What was going through your mind when you got the news of Shelley and Fraser Price in the 100-meter semifinals?
To be very honest, I actually thought it was a prank because his a friend messaged me and asked me if I saw the news, and I'm like, what? And they're like, Shelly's a DNS for the 100 meter. So in my head, they were messing with me, and then I got sent a tweet from Donald, got saying Shelly's a DNS, and I know that Donald is calling the games, so I figured that there was some merit to it. So shock, disappointed is just a few other words that I would use.
Hmm. All right. And Jeff, upon hearing the news and of course the reason surrounding it, your reactions to all of that.
I mean, I know Shelly as a bright girl when going to school, so I'm not surprised that she did that. My mom was saying the same thing earlier that in comparison to Bolt and his final year, she would much rather and final year Olympics, but she would much rather Shelly play it smart and not risk injury, not risk any damage. I mean, we see the knee is strap up. If she couldn't get a proper warm up, she couldn't get the proper routine. Might as well she just go easy. But at the end of the day, bro, this is an Olympic final. But again, at the end of the day, it's also Shelly. Like she been there, done that. I mean, of course, another Olympic medal would have been nice, but at the risk of injury, and possibly her final season next year, and all the body, she knows how hard it is to get back from injury. Said like, why take the risk? Yeah, so I mean, disappointed. I'm pretty sure she would have left with something, and like I said yesterday, but I am content as long as she's okay, as long as she's healthy, and Tia got some shine. 2026 Tia, 2024, 2025 year of Tia. Trust and believe, trust the process. So yeah, I was disappointed, but I'll be okay.
Yeah, and Demar, feel free to jump in at any time as well, especially regarding Tia now and how she executed the semi-final and of course the final. Your thoughts there as well.
All right, so I think from a technical point of view, the semifinals was perfect. She got her trademark start. The transition was there, and then she just held it through to the line. The finals, I've only watched the race a couple times, but I think the Atalu pulling up in the race threw her half a bit because she was with the field up to 40, 50 meters. And then something is like the gear, the switching gear that she was looking for, it didn't come. It wasn't there. So when you compare her semi-final to her final, she got the same start, she got out, but after 50, the transition it just wasn't there. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. For me, I think as I said, is Talo pulling up Chore off a bit because Talo had a misstep at around 40, 40 or 50, and then Tia like she tried to react to it, but there just wasn't anything there at all.
Mm. Good observation. Good
Yeah.
observation. Go ahead, Jeff. Yeah.
I mean, I this was probably my biggest concern from trials. And she delivered at trials in terms of, bouncing back from the semis to the finals in the same day. But I guess I didn't have much high expectations like everybody else. I'm not gonna lie, everybody was saying, yo, even somebody on my host was watching it with me and she said the only way Tia can lose is if she drop. And I I don't know. I believed it, like I was telling you yesterday, it's between facts and feelings. I believed it, but at the same time, that 10-8-9 in the semis kind of did have me believe something could happen, but I'm not disappointed, not necessarily surprised. This 1104, not far off from what she consistently did before the season. So this is what her muscles, her body is used to performing with. So I'm gonna say next year she will be more consistently going sub 11. So then we can expect more when we come to these major championships from Tina.
Speaking of the level 04, if you look at her top 10 times ever, 10, the top 10 times have come this year. You have the 10
Mm-hmm.
year 610, then you have the 10 year 9, you have the
Mm-hmm.
1090, and so she has been running consistently in a she has been this is her best season, no doubt.
This
But the
Fox.
times have matched as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fear definitely, wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching an interview from Paris with Coach Steven. And he was, I mean, he had expectations. Of course, he wanted the best for his athlete, but he was already thinking that our next season for Tia,
And next
like our next season, next year, like yes, if something good come out of this, something good come out of this, sure. But based off the planning, based off the maths, the calculation, next season.
she was actually in my prediction. I did a little run through. She was actually
Mm-hmm.
in my top three because the thing is that I said it after trials that the mark of a true athlete or a proper athlete is being able to reproduce in the space of 2 hours. So
Yeah.
when she did the 10-8-6 at trials in the semis and then came back and won the 10-9, I'm like, okay, she can do it there and then come back and do it again. So when she did the 10-8-9 in the
Mm-hmm.
semis here, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I was expecting like a 10-9-5 or something like
10-9.
that. Yeah, but it wasn't to be.
Fear, and I will give you that. Like I said, I saw a trial, but trials never tell me say, oh, it's possible. Trials tell me say she can do it, but can she consistently do it? Has she been in situations that she needed to consistently do it? No. I mean, I would say no, because I don't really count trials on youth as much
Mm.
because the schedules are necessarily the same. But she did it at our national trials, yes. But has she needed to do it time after time after time after time? Shelly's been doing it. Sherika's been doing this. Elaine has been doing this. We have even Shashali been doing this in terms of championships where you have to reproduce a fast time there. Not impossible, but the one instant at trials never say, oh, boom, Shelly
Boom.
get it right at Olympics. Yeah.
Jeff, you've covered many years of champs, the development meets, trials, invitationals, and different Grand Prix. Just reflecting now and seeing Julian Alfred go on and claim the title, your thoughts, because you've captured her journey from she's a teenager to being a woman today and the progress she's made.
No, man, what a time to be alive. I'm really so happy for St. Lucia. Really so happy for Julian. Um, it's funny because I was also reading something or watching something, and I heard she said that there was a point where she was considering like quitting the sport because it became like really difficult or something like that. And I'm like, wow, look at that. You know, like if she pulled the plug in earlier, she would not be Olympic champion right now. So it's a testament to stick to itiveness. It's a testament to the Jamaican track and field space because we see Zarniel Hughes doing great things for Great Britain too. So it's a testament to the fertile track and field ground that we have here in Jamaica. And I'm very happy for her. Big up St. Catherine. We used to go St. Catherine on weekend to the TD class. So technically, my part of it. So give thanks. Big up yourself, Julie.
Nice, nice. Sounds good. Demar, from your perspective now, I just want to shift focus to the medals today. Many persons were looking forward to today what was going to happen on the track, the relays, the 100 for men, but seeing it in the jumps and the throws. Your
Yes.
thoughts on the execution there?
All right. So Ginger Campbell medal, it surprised me. I'm not going to lie, because in my head, I knew he had to be in and around his PB to medal, which is the national record of 22. He
Mm-hmm.
throwed 22:15 today, which was what in my head I thought he would have needed to be at least in the top five. So the fact that he got that throw, and I am so well, not annoyed. I'm trying to find the right word, because his last throw, I'm pretty sure it would have been bigger than Kovacs 21-7-1, and he would have gotten his silver medal, but his heel brushed the, the top of the ring. So that was really like, but
Mm-hmm.
so so happy, man, because I've been an advocate of the, the field events, because I don't feel like we pay a lot of attention to it, because we're a sprint nation and we try to to focus, but the jumps, the throws, we have tremendous potential in it. And I made a tweet earlier saying that he was the first Jamaican to win a medal at the Olympics in the event. Odin Richards got a medal at the
At the
World
world champ.
Championships.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the first Jamaican to win in the Olympics. As it regards to Nika Ricketts, proud is an understatement. And while most people, have been harsh to her, say she hasn't been doing well on the circuit or whatever, I felt like every time I watch her, she was jumping better. So it's like she was trying to time it for the meet that matter the most. And the, the Olympics is the big thing this year. So for her to jump a season best,
Mm-hmm.
get the silver medal, I don't think we can ask for anything more from her at all.
True, true, true. I mean, we feel like she'd have 15 now. I don't know why. We feel like she'll be 15, but yeah, I guess it never hit today. But a season best at the pinnacle of the season essentially is really a good look. I'm very happy for her, very deserving. Like I said, many persons were calling the goal because no Rojas. I wasn't necessarily there, but I definitely thought she could leave home with that silver. I said it
Mhm.
yesterday, so it's on tape. It's there. I clip it up and post it, call it. Every prediction I get right, I have to make sure to the world
Sure.
not to get it right. So big up, Shanika. Like I said, consistently consistent.
Mhm.
Excellent athlete, great vibe, good. I just love seeing her, succeed. So it's a good look, very good look for her.
Just a quick word there. And Achilles Smith. The
Yes,
14.42 by her is just 3 centimeters off her PB.
for
So
PB,
even though I don't think the triple jump is a better event, I think she's a superb long jumper.
long
For
jumper.
her to come so close to her PB in her second event, I think
Hmm.
we should just give a word to her. Tell her, say we're
Hmm.
proud of her, and we're
Yeah,
proud.
and wholeheartedly, at the end of the day, I don't think many persons grasp like just simply being in an Olympic final is a great achievement. Like many have tried, many have not even qualified for the Olympics. So you're at the Olympics, then you made it through the rounds to get to the Olympic final. That it's a great achievement.
It it is.
Yeah,
Indeed.
100%. Just want to say that those two medals carries us up to 90 medals now in terms of the overall
Total.
tally. So that's 26 gold, 37 silver, and 27 bronze. So Jamaica now 10 medals shy of getting to the mark of 100 medals. So that now is 90 for Jamaica, two medals on the day, both in field events. First time Jamaica, as Demar said, getting a medal in the shot put, and of course Jamaica getting a medal in the triple jump. We know Trisha K. Smith was so close in 2004 in Athens, getting fourth, and another silver medal for Shanika Ricketts. We've seen her get silver 2019 and 2023 World Championships. So now to get another silver, this time at the Olympic Games, another feather in her cap.
Yep.
Gentlemen, let's look ahead in terms of the heats that were taking place this morning. Demar, I'll start with you in terms of the 100 meters and those execution as well. Firstly, Kishane, and of course the false start in his race, the roar that we saw from him, and of
Yeah.
course the others that follow, Oblique and also Akeem Blake as well. Your thoughts about the 100
All
heats?
right. So with Shane, I try not to get carried away, but it's hard
No,
because
man. Me, I get carried away. Me, I tell you from no.
well, it's hard not to because all right, when you watch him, he's just raw power. I call him African nature in that way. Like he's like I don't think he has a weakness in any part of his race, and I don't want to put a time for the finals, things being equal, but the way in which he's going about his stuff, um, he's a fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Mm,
Broly, yep, he might do something that we haven't seen in a long time.
some Super Saiyan mode. No,
Yeah,
me, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna know if we reach a take part of the program at Simon, but I'm
No
telling
problem.
you,
No problem.
I from trials, like I said, at trials, I called 977 because everybody keeps comparing him to a Safa, and I'm like, it's only right that he runs on a Safa time. I mean, I say, oh, based off of where I see from the rounds, definitely looking like 977. So boom, hit that on the nail. I don't feel like he's going to run a Safa time this time because he actually have a run. They say, when him actually run now, he's going to give me a bowl time. But I don't know if it's going to be 969. I know it's not going to be 958.
no, not yet,
Is it? Not yet.
not yet.
So that's why I'm in between. So I feel like I get the Olympic record. But I think if either get the Olympic record or break the Olympic record.
Well,
That
and
is my
that's a 963.
yes.
96. Ooh. I actually have my 968, So 963 is crazy running.
Originally,
Which again is not impossible. It's
at
not.
the start of this discussion, I was going to say 968, and while going along, it's like my brain just said
So
Olympic
96. All
record.
right, fair enough.
We just
Fair enough. Civil now. He has. All right. My favorite thing about Oblique right now is that he showed more maturity. He runs his heat and stuff.
indeed.
He just seem more calm and level. Like there is no rushing. He hits out well, he transition well, and then just keep it together. So in terms of that, he
I think he's
executed
just
the
better now,
race
like
that he
overall,
needed
like an athlete,
today.
faster.
So he executed the race that we expected him to do. I think tomorrow. Well, I don't want to get ahead. We still talk about it.
That's
Um,
that's fine. We can
Yeah.
look ahead to tomorrow now. Transition to tomorrow.
um,
Yeah.
as for Akeem, my worry for Akeem is that his start is too good for himself. It's been
Yeah,
a, it, it's been a while since I've watched him and him those stumble out of the box.
I don't know.
Like his start is so, and somehow he still manages to
Manages.
do 643 or 642 when you look at his 60-meter graph. So if he actually works on that, like the stumbling, and it's not like a one-off thing. It's like every race that I see him do,
Every
him
race.
stumble out of the box. It's like his start is too good for himself.
Yeah, like so the stumbles may vary. You may be a big stumbler or a small stumble, but you're
Yes,
still a
but
stumble.
there is some level of stumble in his first 2 or 3 steps. So I don't know if it's something that Michael Frater need to pull him one side and say, okay, how do we fix this? How do we make sure that because I feel like it's taking away from
the complete
him
race.
going actually faster.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my thought on the heat.
And quite a competitive semi-final, you'd have to say as well, Demar. When you look at his heat on your screen, the third, rather the second semi-final tomorrow,
Yes.
you have the Olympic champion, you also have Simbini, you have Bednarek, and you also have quite a mix in terms of the African and Cuban
So,
in between. So when you look at that semi-final, certainly something
mm-hmm.
to consider tomorrow as well.
I
Boy, I
think
forgot
he's going
run.
to be. Oh, Jeff attack?
No, I'm just saying, boy, I forgot run to come out of this.
Yeah, man. He might have to be close to his season best or personal best to make it out of this semis, I think. Because I am expecting the top two to be Kenny and Tobago.
And to go.
Yeah, based off current form or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So for him to qualify as the fastest loser, I think he might have to run as close to his personal best, probably season best, to go through.
And when you say all of that, that means that we possibly wouldn't have the Olympic champion in the final or
Yeah,
Simbini.
man. Nah,
No, all right.
Jacobs not make it, bro.
He
This,
hasn't convinced me at all so far. He did two races, I think, in Europe where he went sub 10 in both of them. But apart from that, I haven't seen anything to say like, okay. Cause and I know in 2021 he did similar in the heats and then he ran good in the semis. So he could surprise, but based off the evidence so far, I'm not seeing it.
nah, not surprised. I'm sorry. I'm
All
probably
right.
gonna make it out of the cemetery, to be honest. Mind you, when him listed at 8, him go
Lane.
to finish the race at 8. In lane 8, him go to finish the race at 8.
Wow.
Mm.
And that will be that for Lamont Marcel Jacobs. Let's have a look at Shane Thompson's semi-final for tomorrow. He has Sonny Brown to his right and Zarnell Hughes to his left, and Ferdinand Omanyala and Fred Curley. So another
Mm.
interesting semi-final ahead.
No, man, him a run back a 9-7 at the race, man.
All right, you see, my thing, and a lot of people cause or they voice their opinions on Twitter. I feel like he's going to clear the field by 60 or 70. Well, he's probably going to clear them by 50, 60, and then he's going to shut it down. So I don't think we are going to see the 9-7 unless this momentum
But they're
carrying
not the same thing. They're not the same thing him do a trials around.
I try as well. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I think he's going to clear the field and then he's going to look to his right and look to his
Has
left
to.
and shut it out.
With this caliber of Fred, Zarnell, the grass, he has to. I mean, I especially Zarnell. And especially Zarnell. Zarnell like at least pushing to a 9-8 in the race. At least. But maybe if the two of them clear, then they may shut it down. But
So who is your two from this?
my two from this is you know, again, it's all about feelings and facts. See, my feelings want to tell me say Azanel, but also my facts are going to tell me say Azanel, to be honest. So I think it's and again, Fred might pull a fast one for me.
Fred is my number two.
Nah.
I am Zanel going through as the fastest loser.
Fastest loser? Very possible. If he comes third, he's going to be.
He's going through as the fastest loser.
Definitely, no question about it. But I'm gonna go with Kishane and Zarnell by a millisecond or two.
By a millisecond? Alright.
Because Fred is here right now. Fred and him start now go home.
Yeah, actually
now go home and Zarnell and Kish are gonna get a start. Even if they don't get a great start, it's gonna be a better start than Fred. You see me? So then that now mixed with man. If on a 977 and 983, because I don't know, it's like a that's so Raven mode. We just see the time them sometime, bro. But it have to be in the range that to win the race here or go through the race here. Because everybody, all of them man, you feel like them a top man and they can comfortably win. But the only real top man right here, you know, is Kishi, you know.
Yeah. Because I remember all right, since they have been on Twitter and I see people complaining about Kishan, his semi-final is hard. And I'm like, I don't know if it's a case of how confident I am of Kishan. When I'm looking at this, I'm like, nobody here is not really challenging. Like, and I
Yeah.
don't want to sound cocky or whatever, but
Bro, but it's what we're seeing. It's
yeah,
legit what we're seeing.
the man is like at least a head above like everybody.
What he has brought to the table. See, again, this is not, he's not a bolt. I'm not saying he's a bolt. I'm not saying he's a soccer. But what he's doing now is what they used to do back then,
Mhm.
when them could have choose when to run a 9-8.
Yes,
Choose
yes.
like it almost like every time they run, it's going to be sub 10. Like it's every time we know, okay, he can comfortably always run sub 10. No, what we've been used to before, Kishan, is uh, let's hope we get a fast time.
Start, yeah.
Uh,
But
finals
we know it's
finals
a
are win
short
in a 10-1. No, we're
Sure.
sure if he run, if I go sub 10, even the 10 flat when run could have almost be a sub 10.
Yes, yes. Because what I was gonna say he's raw power. And I remember
Exactly.
at trials when him walk down civil and then just drop him shoulder and they're like,
Mhm.
this is not normal. This shouldn't be happening. And it's not like civil is a slouch because
But that's
civil
the
did
thing.
the 92.
We should not act like we're not used to fast. It's just because for so long, whenever I get this fast, so this is normal for us. When they really check it out, this is normal for us. This is freighter. This is I almost call Steve Mullins, but still, this
Yeah.
is this is Estacata. This is what we're used to. We're used to our athletes always running sub 10.
I remember I was talking to somebody and I'm saying that watching his heats and semis at trials, it reminded me of the 2012 London Olympics when Bolt was running like 98 and he would like
Yeah,
shut down from 60, 65 and just make it
I
look
got
easy.
smile
Like
up. Yeah.
it brought back memories of those times. So it's a crazy time.
Again, it's very surreal for us and surreal for the fans because then they used to mediocrity. Then you again even the same thing, mind games thing. No one can only trick people faster than
Saddam,
he's
I've been
not.
saying that.
He's
I've
not
been saying that.
faster than Kishen, and he knows this. Kishen knows this. Everybody knows
Everybody
this.
knows this, yes.
Everybody knows this. You see me? Like and it's almost like the kids would say them lose them aura. Like nobody no afraid and no one no more because the real deal is here. But what they say in the podcast, like Maseo, it's not like him a try to list the dog, but it's like Maseo, him wish him they could have written a theme time because them little fry
Right,
play
yeah.
982 PB
I'd
could have
not cut
never
it.
could have
That,
never
that
hold
not cut
run
it.
them
Man,
time there with Tyson and Gatlin and Emma.
it not cut it, man.
It could never float.
No, man. It wouldn't. You would have probably finished down in a like fifth or sixth with
Exactly.
the
So
nine.
no him have actual competition. The competition before Kishian and Oblig really level up the season. Zan
Mhm.
and like hold it. Now hold it for me. Zan, but it because it's small margins. So if Zan get it right the day there, no
Yeah.
I go bust him foot. But it
And
never small.
you see, my thing is that you are not going to beat Kishian, but you are not going to beat Seville if your first 60 is
Mm-hmm.
640 or 646. The, the margins are not that big where you can get a slow start and come back and
Mm-hmm.
catch those two guys. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can beat somebody with their PB is 988 or 990 with your superior top end speed. But for
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's running like 980 or 97, you can't reach 60
Precisely.
and catch it. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, cause
And
him a using 200 speed, feel and can run on everybody, and it's been working almost is so far. But you are not because Kishin has the start and the
yes,
top end speed. So
yes.
how are you gonna catch him unless you match him? Start the top end. It's
No.
it's over.
And I don't think people get that because some of them they're talking and like we're dismissing Lyles. When they're not, we're
No.
just looking at the numbers and what the numbers say. And the numbers say that at racers Civil first 60 was 642.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lyles was 646.
For six.
Kishi in first 60 is going to be better than those two.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't get out properly with them, serious trouble.
Trouble. Mm.
Serious problem.
So yeah, me nah miss that. Me know me yeah, I'm there. Now it's the semis this time. I make sure I get my sleep. I got them with something buy 2 cup of coffee. Two of the
Yeah.
little sachet them. Now I
Mhm.
have to get it together. I have to get it together because I don't want to miss any more any races. I'm tired of watching it over on people's story. Tired after I scroll through. No, I need to be there front and
They're for
center.
fight night.
Yeah.
Right up.
Yeah.
Wow, what a time to be alive, man.
I'm telling you. Demar, you're a person that your alarm wake you up or you need coffee as well, like Jeff.
No, it's weird, and I probably should have said this on camera or whatever, but my body just get up once it's track and field time. So
Boom.
I knew that it was the races start from like
Mm,
4. I was up from 3:50. Normally I can't get up, but for whatever
mm.
reason, I just know that I need to be up to catch the first set of races. I can sleep like after that, but I know say I have to be up. I
No,
can't miss it.
me did different. Cause me did not come in at the time at the race. So I say, all right, I'm gonna stay up.
Stay up.
I'm me use the last toops of energy for, and as the fast start happen,
Yeah,
me wake up and hear about the conduct, and I say, conduct, what I
yeah,
talk about?
it was so weird. I don't get that because to me, I thought it was because he was shouting. But Dwayne Extall he replied to my tweet and told me that it was because he didn't get behind his
Yeah,
blocks
the
quick enough.
blocks. Yeah, I realize.
So that was
Yeah,
interesting.
I realize. Because them not try, I guess, start, but the process.
The
I
race,
think,
yeah.
I think, I think, I think these tweaks came in from when they originally changed the false start rule. Because remember, they were saying persons were purposely picking
The fast.
starts to throw off things. I feel like it's almost like a football yellow card, a delay of game.
Mhm.
And so something like that. Not easy.
All right, cool. Let's look ahead in terms of on the screen the schedule for tomorrow. Demar Jev, it's quite a busy day. Not like this morning where you had Jamaicans in two events, but even if you look at the morning session tomorrow from 3 a.m., you could say even down to close to 6 a.m. Jamaica time, there's involvement. You have the women's 200-meter heats, you have the men's long jump qualifiers, 110 hurdles heats, and the 400 hurdles heats for women. So from 3:55 a.m. to minutes
Mm-hmm.
after 6, bam, bam, bam. So it looks like we'll sleep from around 6:30 a.m. to maybe 11 and go again in the afternoon.
Well, Sunday though.
Yeah, Sunday too. So
Yeah, tomorrow being Sunday. Let me start with Jeff on this one. We'll have Sharika Jackson, so we'll be able to see her. Quite a quick turnaround, Jeff. You know, the 100 final this evening, and tomorrow, bam, 200 meter. And Julian Alfred,
Okay.
first heat involved in things. So the 200-meter heats tomorrow. The
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican representatives will have Nisha Burgo, as I said, Sharika Jackson, and of course Lanatavia Thomas as well. You know, looking forward to these. Any one of the heat events that you say you're most looking forward tomorrow? 110 for men, 400 hurdles for women, 200 for women. Anything for you
I
stands
want
out?
to see. For me, is one thing because
Mm,
um, Brody never run much this season.
yeah.
Hansel isn't really in the form that we know him to be in. Because I'm gonna say yesterday, Hansel is not running anybody down like he used to be. I'm just being very honest. You know, legs them I get tired. The pool training now work like one time. You know, but I'm a G still. We got Portis man. Yeah, a little bit. I still have you, I still have killing it. But yeah, I want to see the men's 100 because I need to see the form Brody is in right now. 200, not so much, to be honest, but more, yeah, more the hurdles for me, wholeheartedly, more the hurdles for me. Them
Demar?
are,
Yeah. Well, as James said, the 110 hurdles because I checked the start list and I think Brado well and Grant in the same heat. I don't know why them do that, but it's it's looking. It could be. It could be something. Um, you know. Then, as I say, I want to see what shape Sherika is in because you see the Nadia and Grant in the same heat, and
Sure, you
Zaya,
can top shape, you know. Me I tell you,
Zaya's, huh?
me no know all me know, me no know all me know, but Cherry in a top shape.
In a top
Me
shape.
no really understand where I go on with this dip out and the switch out, but
Mm-hmm.
me no know all me know, but Cherry in a top
In a
shape.
top shape. But I really hope so that because we don't know. Looking ahead to the 4x1. Sorry, not getting to myself. But looking ahead to the 4x1, if Shelly is not okay, then we are severely short in the 4x1. So we'll probably have to take over some 200-meter runners or ask Akira to run a leg. I don't know what they plan to do. But I am hoping, fingers crossed, Sherika is fit. Apart from the 200 and the, and as I said, this race in particular, I want to see how Nikisha handles the crowd.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
but
the
that's the
400
thing.
because, uh-huh.
I was saying yesterday, she's been running all season, so
And
like,
no, but I think the crowd. All right. I think Gould pointed it out, and then Tia pointed it out that the
uh-huh.
crowd is not something that they have experienced before. Like 75,000 is a lot of people. So sometimes for the first race, the nerves
Yeah.
might kick in.
Alright.
So I just want to see how she handle it because she's still my race favorite. I don't think anybody,
Yeah, I
if she's
don't think so.
going to
Yeah.
run or she's supposed to run, I don't think anybody's going to come.
Yeah, but she's just been running a lot. That's the price of a pay for NCAA title. It's running a lot, but she definitely might pick also. Just want to see how she manage herself through the round. I'm
Mhm.
so happy for a 400, a quarter mile a woman potent enough to win a world title again. I love that for Jamaica. Um, yeah, but I just want to tackle one comment here. I'm say about this. Big up yourself, Fortis, true Fortis. I get it. The comeback, Hans Parchment, comeback is muscle memory, but brother, sooner or later, and I think we've got to the later now. Holloway figure out how to finish races now.
What, in
At
last
least
few races, I don't know
he
about that.
closer.
I think he's still struggled to come off the last two hurdles.
He's better than before though. He's
Well,
better
yeah,
than the
but
Holloway
I
that
think it's
lost
still
to
there.
Hansel.
I think it's still there. It's not the improvement for me. It has not been that dramatic where he's unbeatable for me.
Bro, I
All right,
know.
I think the reason why he can't lose indoors
All right.
is because
Mm-hmm.
he has the best start ever.
All right.
Like so by the
Fair.
time he gets in here running, him finish.
Fair. But my point is, if anybody gonna run down Holloway, it ain't gonna be
Answer.
Partey.
All right.
Yeah, it ain't
For
gonna be
my
Partey.
for my prediction, I've Bradwell, then I've Grant, then I've Patrick.
Ready for the goal.
Yeah, because all right, as I said, him don't run much since
Yeah.
season, and then like him have some things to fix, but his races have shown me that he has the speed to do it. He just needs to clean up certain local small mistakes, and he should be okay.
Bro, again, if Minister go over the comments, he did it in trials, but the trials time never pass either. We go? Did we go over trials time? I can't remember the trials lineup because it was so close. But him doing it at trials, yeah. But him do it and never run like a astronomically fast time, in my opinion. So it's like, okay, him run down some man and run a slow time. So
But
him running down Holloway, him not gonna run down Holloway, but will he even catch him?
catch him. And at trials though, at trials, I'm wondering because when I watch over the race, I think that's one of the best starts he has gotten since 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if it's a
Yeah.
case where he's tinkering with his start
Mm-hmm.
because his his trademark finish wasn't really there at trials. Like it was, but the start was there. So I'm wondering if it's one of those cases where he's focusing too much on the start and neglecting the last part of
But
his.
but as we can all agree, the last part is like muscle memory. I just what him know to do. If I go him I go find the rhythm and run it down. You know, so I guess you need to work on the part. The start is like Hans's first start is disgusting.
Yes, it
Oh my god.
it is terrible. But even on that, I was this is a different conversation. But with Brianna, her Liston that is, if
Yeah.
you watch some of her races, you will notice that she was starting better, but she wasn't finishing as strongly. And from chance days, we know that Liston best thing is her top end speed. So is it a muscle memory thing, or is it something that you have to work on? Like
Work
if you
on.
neglect it, it can
You
be,
lose it.
yeah.
Good
Because as
point,
I
good
said,
point.
Liston was so good indoors. Her 60 meters special. She carried the same farm outdoors and she was beating people to 70 and 80 and they were coming back at her. And naturally, Liston is her top end speed is her strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, as I said, just wondering if it's a case where if it's something that you neglect or you don't work on enough, it can come back to bite you.
Good discussion. Good discussion. You know, I also big up this time for playing it smart and not pushing it this season. Similar to Shelly and Trailer Price, not pushing it this season. Yes, Pocket Rocket, I would love for you to get an Olympic medal, but don't make them stress it out. Tell them to fly the gate next time. Let you know we're great. That is it. Good tapping, yeah man. Shall go finally get the
Um, Brands,
brands. Actually, me have to be very honest. When I look one time and I analyze this, this
it's
one is a feeling speak.
feelings,
This one is a
feelings. All
feeling
right, fair
speak.
enough.
This one is a feeling speak.
She has looked better this season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. She, as I say, her season base is 156.83. It's not far. It's like a whole second slower than her PB. So she's in and around that shape, and she looks to have wouldn't say master, but she's running a bit smarter so far.
Smarter.
She's running a bit smarter this season. She's not front running as she usually does. She's trying to pace it properly. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have her at fourth behind Keelan, Mora, and Ricky.
I think of that minute I've heard them so as me wait. Come write it down, but then I switch it of course. Cause feelings. I have to work in my feelings. Yeah, I have her at fourth
At
behind
fourth.
Mora and Ricky.
Yeah. So
And
I feel like she can beat Ricky just based on how but she have to pace it properly. She
yeah.
can't go too hard.
Boy,
She
I
has
have
to
to go
go
run
in
with
and
her.
around after.
I have to go run with her in my living room. I have to give her the straight. Whenever I play a Wii Sports set, I need this in the living room with her tomorrow. Telling you. Yeah.
Well, we come to that point, where persons look ahead to tomorrow. Jeff calls it the hot take of everything.
963, 964. I'm telling you, look out for it. Kishian. 963,
Well, like
964. Oh,
Jeff, what's
wow.
your top three for the 100?
All right, hold on. Come, the top three can change, because see, my top three, Shelly didn't have a top three,
Top three.
and
But
I'll show you guys have a top three, and then everything will change and I'm mash up.
all
Anyway,
things equal. What's your top three?
all things equal, Kishan
Yeah.
Thompson is not losing, and the time may be wrong,
Mhm.
but Kishan Thompson is not losing. Boom! That's my goal.
Mhm.
Originally, I had Lyles at second, comfortably, actually. Originally, I had Lyles at second, comfortably. But seeing him run, I feel like the mental a wibble wobble, bro.
Mhm.
I feel like him mentally a wibble wobble. And he might try to play it off, but I think it's a word. So I move him from silver. But this could also be a feeling speak. And that's my biggest problem. It's so hard to separate the emotions from the facts.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
But watching that race, me not feel like him comfortable. And Oblique look comfortable. And Oblique beat him already, so Oblique can beat him again. So, this is my final pick, guys. Listen, Right now, Kitchen first, oblique second. And after the semis, me tell you if me have no third or Fred third.
My friend. Oh.
Yeah, or Fred. You think me gonna say something low? Yeah.
No, man, no. As in, all right, as me says, Hanel, I think Zanel probably not as Ray Sharp as the rest of the others because he's coming off an injury. So he's trying
Yeah.
to work
Sorry.
himself back into shape. So I probably a couple
Mm-hmm.
time and league races before you see peak Zanel. Like around the 9-8 or probably a 9-7. Well,
Mm-hmm.
9-8. You see, my,
Mm-hmm.
my top three is Kishian, Civil, and Niles. Oh, however, I feel like I want, and
Took
this is
more to go book.
something that I've looked at. I want Civil to come second in his semis tomorrow because I feel like if he comes second, he's going to get either lane three, and he's going to be
Mm-hmm.
away from Kishian and Civil, and I feel like Kishian and Lions, and I feel like
Yeah.
Civil runs a better race when he's away from his main protagonist.
When you say away, just not immediate
Like
beside him.
I want if Civil in lane 3 or 4, I'd want Kishian and Lions in 5, 6, or 7. So not directly
Yeah.
next to him.
Oh, so give me a space, one lane between.
All right. So if all right,
Clear.
hold on. Can you go? All right. So it's 9 lanes them use. So I would want Kishian in no Civil in 3, so Fred in 4, Kishian in 5, and Lions in 6 or whatever. So
Rather than
yeah,
six. Yeah, man. Yeah.
yeah.
I want gap.
So I feel like, but I know people are gonna panic if Civil lose in the semis or
Come
whatever.
second.
But I just feel like Civil runs his race better when he's away from who he's supposed to be next to.
Mm.
So that's just my thing.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point. I mean, he was a late between when him run let him a race
Yeah,
of Grand Prix. Yeah.
So yeah,
But anyway, 963, look out for it. 4. Actually, no, I just lucky feet a while ago. 964. As we said,
nine six
it feel
four.
right. 964. Feel
I
right.
have
They
him
go
at
tweet it. So it
968.
you know.
I have him at all right. You see the same way Alfred win by 2.5 meters or 2.5 or something
Yeah.
like that. I feel like the gap will be stubborn like that tomorrow.
Brother, the
All
man
things
go.
being equal.
Anyway. Ah! I get excited a while ago. No, 964. I feel it. 964. 964. That's gonna be the time. And yeah. And oblique, I probably run a PB.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
my
it
problem
probably.
like 975, 976.
Mm-hmm.
What
Already
about
congratulating them. It's gonna be a wonderful race.
oh,
Good job, guys. Wow, first major championship, and you're the favorite. Look at that. Look at
and
that,
it's
guys.
not just all right for people who know the sport and now and I say this and I don't want to do for people who actually watch the sport, it's not that Kishain is the favorite, it's that he's an overwhelming favorite. And
Favorite.
it doesn't seem to phase him.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that say, oh yeah, one of them gonna crumble under the pressure,
Exactly.
or is it expectation too much? No, it doesn't seem to
And
phase him. He just go
and
there, go.
you know why? Because as Steven said, he don't have anything to do with experience. You just need to fast.
Faster, yeah,
You
faster.
either fast or you're slow. And you know you're fast. So come like when you come out a new school and at the sports day and you just know say you're the fastest thing at the school.
Yes.
You know all the fast man from the school, yeah. And you run fast. I say, no, but me fast. So I come to the school, yeah. I'm start running in the fast. I don't know.
Yeah.
No matter where you do, no matter where you say, no matter where you could have said we don't feel the way, we make all out the cheers. I'm faster than you. And Puma, check it, yeah, we're faster than you.
And
I just that is boy right now, it does fast.
yeah,
And you know
is that it come down to? Me just my fast now. And I like some fast now upon a 1/2 day or two times out of the year. Me just my fast now.
anytime we pull up, me I go run left.
Road left, yeah, my fast now. It's just
Good day, bad day, fast day, slow day. Your slow time and my slow time are two different
two
slow
different
times.
times. Yeah. And I remember our trials when he did the 984 in the heats. And I was like, yo, the brother shut down after like 60 or so, and I run most people PB.
There you go.
So it's like
There
you
you
have to
go.
just admit, say, yo, in fast like on your best day, when you are at your best, 100%,
Mm-hmm.
this man is shutting down after 70 and doing your
And run
PB.
your PB. And that alone. I'm telling you, this mind games foolishness, him can go play Minecraft. It not working. It not
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys, it's that time where we start getting the coffee, get the alarm bells for tomorrow morning, so we're all refreshed. Thanks to everybody that tuned in and watched, and hopefully it will mean another one or even two medals for tomorrow. Jeff and Demar, thank you very much, and see you both tomorrow, same
Yeah,
time.
man. All right,
That
man.
is
No
it.
problem.
Cool,
Cool,
cool.
cool.
All right.